everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Brooke if you're new here, and today we're going to be picking out my Dune TBR, which is actually insane to say. Well, actually we're not picking it out. I am just telling you what my Dune TBR is, kind of like how we did in April, because I kind of have like a set TBR that I want to read for next month. I know. This is the second month that I didn't do the board game, but like there's like books right now that like I really want to read. So I figured that I would just talk to you guys about life and then tell you guys like what other books that I want to read this month. So let's begin. Before we get started, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and go follow my TikTok because I'm way more active on there. But first off, let's start off by talking about Off Campus. So I just got introduced to that series. I literally just read The Deal for the first time, like right before the show came out. It was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. Was it like kind of Wattpad cringe? Maybe. But did I also love it? Yes, I did. So, of course, I had to put the second book on the next month's TBR, and this is actually annoying me. So, at the store, they only had like the special edition of The Mistake, which is the second book, which is Logan and Grace's book. John Logan and Grace, whatever her last name is, Ivers or whatever. So the spray edges are really pretty, but I have like the other cover of The Deal, so like it doesn't match that one. But I mean, I love getting special editions. I don't have many special edition books, so I do love this a lot. It also has like pictures in it. Like, look how pretty this is. And look how cute. I just really hope I end up like liking this couple, or else I'm gonna be sad that I got the special edition for like a couple that I didn't like really like love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's gonna be the first book on my June TBR. Also, forgot to mention, this is the first book. This is the first month that I've finished almost all the books I said on my TBR. I'm currently on the last one, which is Alchemized. I didn't start it yet. I did DNF 2 of the books I put on this, what's it called? TBR though, to be fair. But, I'm really scared to read it Alchemized. I don't know if I'm going to finish it before the month ends. I think today is like the 21st when I'm filming this. So I have like 10 days to like finish it before June. So I might be able to, depending like how good the book is, because like that book's like 1,000 pages. I'm really intimidated and scared, but also quite excited as well. So next up, I really have been wanting to do a Divergent reread for a long time. And since the new book is coming out in I think like October, I want to start on it now, because then I can read Divergent in June, then I can read Insurgent in July, Allegiant in August, and then I can read 4, which is like Divergent, like told in 4's point of view, in September. Like if I decide I want to reread that one, I'm not sure if I do or not, but yeah. I am so excited for this. As you can tell, this is super beat up. I read this for the first time when I was like 13 or 14, and I absolutely loved it. I haven't touched it since then, and I've been wanting to do a reread for so long, so now's the time, and I'm really excited. Okay, and then as you guys know, I started the Shatter Me series, and I am loving it so far. So of course I had to add the next book, which is Unravel Me. I heard this book like is like kind of hard to get to. I'm super excited for the third book because everyone says that's the best one, which is like Ignite Me or whatever. And then I also want to read the second novella. I just have a bookmark in there so I know like where I'm supposed to start at, because you know it's super short, and I literally read like the first novella in like, I don't even know, like 2 hours, maybe less. So I figured I'd add that as well. Also guys, I forgot to mention, I'm officially a college senior, which is actually insane to say. I do want to go to grad school, and I'm probably going to go like right after I'm done with my undergrad. So I still have like 3-ish more years left of school after I'm done next year. So yeah, but I can't believe I'm like almost done with school forever. Like that's actually insane to me how it's almost over. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to give you guys like kind of like life updates, but like I don't really have any besides that. Like life has been pretty chill. I did get a second job, and it's like working for like this school. I haven't really like actually officially started yet because I'm gonna have to wait till like next school year. I basically just like pick up shifts whenever I'm able to work like at the school, and like since in all the days that they've had like so far since I finished my orientation, which was like a week ago. Yeah, a week ago from today, actually. Um, there hasn't been any shifts I've been able to take because I've worked like all of them. I was supposed to have one shift, but I ended up having to cancel it because I have something going on. I ended up having something going on that day, so yeah, so I haven't got to actually start that job yet, but yeah. Anyway, so another book I want to read Love Unwritten, because as you guys know, I read the first book to this series in, I think it was April that I read it, which was last month, I think, or was it March? I think it was last month actually that I read it. And I didn't really love it, but this one sounds pretty interesting based on the back. I've heard that the third one is the best one. I'm kind of intimidated since like it has a lot of pages and I didn't really enjoy the first one. So I guess we'll see. But I usually do enjoy Lauren Asher's books, and every series that I've read, like the first book in the series is not always my favorite. So I'm super hopeful. And then last but not least, I want to read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I've literally been wanting to read this like since like 2 summers now, and I'm finally getting around to read it because I finally read Part of Your World and Yours Truly, because I wanted to read those first because they're technically like a series. Not that I don't think it really matters, but I'm super excited to finally read this because I've heard so many amazing things about it. But yeah, that's basically my April TBR. Also, I guess like another life tape update, I'm doing an internship in the fall, which I'm super excited for. So basically I'm going to be working like 3 jobs, except my internship's unpaid. If my internship was paid, I probably wouldn't have got that other job that I got, but you know, yeah. Anyways, so we have a summer romance, another romance, dystopian, and a reread. I haven't done a reread of a book in a long time, actually. I've kind of like missed like rereads, kind of. And then another romance. So kind of a romance heavy dystopian, romance and dystopian. So I don't really have any like actual fantasies. This is like the first TBR in a while that I don't have any fantasies to read, which is kind of insane because I feel like I've been on a really big fantasy kick for like the past like, I don't know, like almost like a year now. Like since I've read Throne of Glass, which I started like a little over a year ago now. And I finished it, obviously. But like ever since I started that series, I feel like I've been such on like a big fantasy kick, and to not have a fantasy book on this TBR is kind of insane, honestly. So unless you can't like, I mean, dystopian's like kind of fantasy, but like not really. I mean, Shatter Me is more like fantasy dystopian than Divergent is, because Divergent takes place in the real world. Well, technically Shatter Me does too. I just meant like Shatter Me is kind of different because like the characters have like powers and stuff, which isn't like real life. So it's more fantasy. Like it can be considered more fantasy than Divergent. It can be, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I'm super excited to read all of these books. I think I have a really good lineup because I'm super excited to read The Mistake. I'm super excited for my reread Divergent, and I'm super excited to do the Shatter Me, and I'm super excited for Just for the Summer. The only book I'm really not like as hype for per se is Love Unwritten, but I'm sure it'll be good. I'll probably be like maybe the last book I'll get to maybe, but I'm also going to the beach at the end of June, so I'm super duper excited for that because we're leaving like June like 27th or something like that. So I'm probably gonna pick like a bigger TBR, but I figured I'd just pick 6 books again because that's what I picked for last month, and that seemed to work out pretty well considering I'm on my last book, even though I technically did DNF 2 of them. But that's besides the point. I'm still technically behind on my reading goal though. I'm on book 18, which isn't bad. I think I'm only 2 or 3 books behind now. Maybe after Alchemized I'll be able to catch up, like since that book's like pretty long. I was like decently caught up, but then like I started like reading a bit slower, but yeah. Also, if you want to keep up with my readings, I'm doing 75-day booked on my TikTok, so be sure to go follow that. But yeah, that's basically all I really have to say, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!